Enough of them better wake up. Stop.
Stop.
Check it. Check it. Check it.
Listen up, everyone. We have been just informed that there's an unknown virus that's attacking all clubs. Symptoms have been said to be heavy breathing, wild dancing, coughing. So when you hear the sound,
Check it. As I grab my pad and pen and begin to talk from within. Oh God, my eyes, they water like a preacher who sins. I'm only human, but the world has put me on a platform since the day I was born. To only wait for my downfall, but like a brick wall, I'm too hard to break.
Oh my gosh, I can't get fired. This is the only job I have ever wanted. I don't want to be on TV. I want to be on Fox.
Transform your life.
And Charlie's precious widow and a friend of ours and CEO of Turning Point USA, Erica Kirk, wrote the foreword, and she joins us now. Erica, I heard last you haven't been able to read the end of the book yet. You're not there yet.
I'm not, because there's so many, you only get so many firsts and lasts in your life. And so for me, this is one all tied together. It's the first that I'm reading, my husband's last and final book that he wrote.
Well, he wrote.
I mean, you read it again, but it's the last first.
Yeah, I loved this that he said. The Sabbath is God's answer to a culture spinning out of control. It is his ancient rhythm of sanity, planted like an anchor in a world swept away by currents of chaos. 6 days we work, build, create, engage. On the seventh day we stop, but not because we're weak. We stop because we're human. We don't rest because we're lazy. We rest because we're obedient.
And Charlie, he took his time going into this, but he didn't write this because he needed to figure it out. He wrote this because it was already figured out. He saw, wow, this changed and impacted my life. But I have to tell you something. I've really been praying about this because I feel as if Charlie wrote this book for me. These are his last words written that were on his heart. He finished this in July when we were together as a family. And I can't help but think, when you read this book, he's basically saying, like, I am getting so much noise from everyone. And you guys get this too. You get the echo chamber. You get people analyzing everything about you. They think they know everything about you. They know nothing about you. They see you on TV. They think, oh, she's this, she's that. He said this, he said that. And
But honestly, I have to tell you, watching him live this out in real time changed his life.
And honestly, I have to tell you, watching him live this out in real time changed his life, totally elevated him. I mean, he was already elevated, but it was the next level. It was amazing.
Yeah, well, and I can just tell you, and Blake probably saw this as well. So this is a little funny story. So Charlie loved to work. He loved working,
Which is good because he got to do it all the time.
Yeah, he really loved working. And I remember when I first started working with Charlie, it was kind of just like 24/7, you know. And he was always good-natured about it, always upbeat. He loved it. And I remember my wife was like, "Hey, you know, are we ever gonna have any, you know, downtime? Yeah, like how about a weekend, husband?"
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, we will. I'll talk to Charlie." Well, then along comes Erica. Now you guys have a family, and Charlie starts getting really into this idea of how to rest well. And I could just tell you that not only did I see Charlie take Charlie to the next level, but it also allowed everybody else to kind of go to the next level too, because our lives and everybody that he was leading, their lives became more in balance too. It was an amazing transformation for the entire team.
It was, and not even so much from just a productivity level, but Andrew and Blake, you guys both know this. The whole team knows this. Being in politics and just in a total echo chamber, and then also just dealing with real world issues, and then also just dealing with even personal life issues, all of those three combined become this absolute trifecta of this weight on you where you're just like, can I just have a second to breathe? I just need a second to breathe. And that's what this is. It has nothing to do with running away. It has nothing to do with it's literally taking a pause so you can lay out and map out, okay, pause the noise for a second. Just stop the noise for a second.
Resting for Charlie took him to the next level. And here's what he says. To stop, utterly, decisively, rhythmically, is perhaps the most radical command God ever gave humanity. In a world governed by unrelenting drive, by the mantras of faster, harder, and more, the divine voice says something astonishing. Stop. In his name, cease. Cease striving, cease earning, cease proving, cease buying and selling and producing. This is not a suggestion. It is a divine.
He feels so alive. He feels so alive.
This is not a suggestion. It is a divine imperative.
He feels so alive with me still when I read these pages, because I feel like he's addressing it to me personally. And again, he made sure that when he took, yes, I'm Charlie Kirk. Yes, I have these organizations. Yes, I have my show. But what's the most important to me is God and my family. You guys can wait 24 hours. If it's an emergency, you know how to get a hold of me. But you can wait. And that's so special.
Yeah, he was so intentional. And by the way, what you could see from what I just read, Blake, how serious Charlie took this.
Yes.
It was very, very serious to Charlie. And we would all get the notes like, hey, see you later.
No,
I'm off.
Not even that. It was always, I always knew it was Shabbat Shalom,
Yeah.
exclamation point. I can
Shabbat
search it
Shalom.
in our Telegram. Always the same one. And I'm like, I would sometimes be working on stuff. I wanted Charlie to see something right before, and it would come through. I'm like, it's done. Not getting a response to that one until Sunday.
We still got everything done. That's the key. As a matter of fact, I think you get more done in 6 days with rest than you do with 7 days with no rest. And that's the breakthrough.
Every
matters. Have people pour into you. Have some alone time with the Lord. Spend some time with your family. Have a beautiful meal with your family on whatever day you choose to do this. It does not have to be a Friday. It does not have to be a Sunday. It doesn't even have to be a Wednesday. You can choose. That's what's so beautiful. Charlie was not legalistic about the Sabbath. He was saying, please just take the time to be, just set aside to be alone with the Lord, to be found the ultimate secret and the ultimate hack as an entrepreneur, and
He says
it's such a good book, Andrew.
It's so good.
So good.
It's like so good.
It's so good.
I think there's just something about God has a plan, and you just sometimes have to
I know,
to
but
trust.
the depth and level of the theology in here is unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's
he really
unbelievable.
took.
Too is that Charlie made sure that this wasn't a legalistic thing. It didn't matter if you were Jewish, Christian, non-observing citizen. That had nothing to do with it. Actually, really doesn't. What it boils down to is that you are taking the time to really use your time wisely. Charlie was only alive for 31 years. That sucks. It just does. Your life is so short. We have no idea how long we'll be here. We have no idea our expiration date and when we'll be in heaven with the Lord. But what we do know is that we have a choice. Every day we can decide to take the time that we're given to do something amazing, to go out and make a difference, to go and empower people, to serve people, or you can use that to be destructive. You have an option. Charlie knew that if he took the time to have a moment to breathe, to strategize, to create solutions instead of problems. He knew how important that time was. And if he didn't have the time to give his brain the space to do that, he wouldn't be able to be an effective leader like he was and still is. He's just in a different location.
You finish that, that's the last time. Daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, little things where, again, he would walk through the door, drop his bag, Daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that's what I always wanted to make so special for him, was coming home. I'd always say, baby, I don't care what time you get home. Home is here for you. Your food will never be cold. It might sit out for a little bit, but I'll reheat it. It's fine. And I just want to encourage spouses, don't get mad. It's so easy. Don't do it.
My family, every day, every holiday, like especially holidays, we watch Fox News. We're like addicts. Fox is how we do church.
You don't have to answer.
We watch Fox News. We're like addicts. Fox is how we do church. You know,
You don't have to answer to every single person that's accusing you of things or saying that you're doing this or grieving a certain way. Baby, just stop. You know who you are and whose you are, and I'm here. I see you. And if Charlie, and I'm taking a page out of his book, if he answered to every single critic and didn't stop and put his phone down and breathe and rest with the Lord, he would not have built Turning Point USA, Turning Point Action.
And I read in your book that when in
He would not have built Turning Point USA, Turning Point Action.
And I read in your book that when in right, he said at first when Dennis Prager, I guess, played a big role in that.
He did. Dennis
he said,
did.
What an unbelievably bright individual, great
Dennis
guy.
is precious.
And he said, you know, you got to do this. And he thought, how can I do this with the president calls? You know, he's running Turning Point.
But it's retraining the world. You used to have blue laws. Like, it's retraining the world to say, okay, at 5 o'clock, unless it's an emergency, give me a phone call. I'm not going to respond to your text message. I'm with my babies. I'm putting the kids to bed. I'm spending time with my husband. I'm fixing the generational gap because I want to be able to show them rest and importance. You're a priority, not my office. And honestly, it's Charlie saying, baby E, just stop.
Okay, I do make mistakes, but I'm the realest from the fake. That's why I'm the hardest to hate. I live, baby girl, I've learned to love those while they're still awake. Sleep, sleep, and prepare a place for those who are good in the projects and hood. Gifted or misunderstood. I know Lisa, Pac, and Biggie, and Jay and Pun are still #1. There will be more of us to come. I am a leader, teacher, guider, like a single parent provider. Putting back those hip-hop dividers, like a priest with a backslider. I've sinned, but I...
No.
Backslider. I've sinned, but I win. Okay,
No. Stop. That's it. Come after me. Call me names. I don't care. Call me what you want. Go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars. No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. No, this is righteous.
run for cover.
This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my...
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping.
You know, Erica, Charlie and I, we were from the same generation of Young Conservative, you as well. And there's a list of people that are there in the movement waiting for who's going to be the next leader of the movement, who's going to get these young... Do you feel like these were the words that were almost prophetic in the sense of 100%. He left these as like a guide for the movement?
100%. Lawrence, you're absolutely right. And
you were never meant to audition for your own worth. Never. You are not a backup plan. You are not a placeholder, and you are not a maybe. You are definitely not someone's emotional experiment. If he won't pray with you, if he won't lead you, if he won't honor your purity or envision a future of serving God together, let him.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
And anyone we've lost in life for 9/11, we'll be sure to see again. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You all are so wonderful. It's all right.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.